harassment against the Thayers.
Alrighty. Found this flatbed truck. Flatbed truck's easier than walking.
The
Gotta
Thayer
go.
family's being harassed,
Cruise around
assaulted,
town.
battered.
People are coming
Brad
out.
James will not enforce the stalking injunction.
Brad James will not, the chief of police, will not enforce the
Brad
stalking
James,
injunction.
the chief of police, will not enforce the stalking injunction.
Why? Because he has a vested interest, I guess. Or he's totally owned.
Mayor Christiansen needs to stop the harassment against the Thayer family.
Do you ladies think a police chief could be owned?
The Thayers need due process in court.
How short is his leash?
We want due process.
Is
for
there
the
anything he
Thayers.
won't do for $1? Or
They need a chance.
I mean, let's just come and talk to us.
In court and have the city officials stop the harassment against them.
Hey, no seatbelts, Tyson. Yeah, but you're not driving anyway.
We don't want any more harassment against the Thayer family.
No life with no seatbelts.
Yep.
They need to have peace.
Well, let's talk about this. What's the difference between an automobile and a motor vehicle? What's the difference between an autograph and a signature?
We want due process for the Thayer family. City officials of Salem to stop harassing the Thayer family.
He's driving.
The Thayer family needs peace in Salem, Utah.
You know,
The Thayer family needs peace in Salem, Utah.
motor vehicle is defined in Title 18,
We want peace in Salem.
Chapter 2, Section 31.
We want peace in Salem.
There are no motor vehicles over there.
Mayor Christiansen needs to stop the harassment.
Highly doubtful there are
They
any
need due
real
process
motor
in
vehicles
court.
over there. Motor vehicles
They need
are
due
a
process
commercial
in
item.
court.
Go read the U.S. Code. Go read the U.S. Code. You can look it up right now.
The
U.S.
Thayers need due process in court. Mayor Christiansen needs to stop the harassment.
U.S.
Brad
Code.
James needs to enforce the stalking injunction.
I'm good with this. I hate seatbelts.
Well, I was getting tired of walking.
Brad James enforce the stalking injunction.
Brad James enforce. Hey, remember, if any
Brad
ticket,
James enforce the stalking injunction.
any ticket is an invitation to contract. So
Brad James enforce the stalking injunction.
I don't know.
His house?
Peace for the Thayer family in Salem, Utah.
Someone's up there.
Peace for the.
Thayer family. Peace for the Thayer family in Salem, Utah. No more harassment against the Thayer family. No more harassment against the Thayer family.
Well,
we want peace.
We tried to get the police to talk.
Peace for the Thayer family.
We tried to get the police to talk to us today, but they left work early.
Hold on.
We want peace for the Thayer family.
We want peace for the Thayer family.
Mayor Christiansen, stop the harassment against the Thayers.
The mayor's house is somewhere here.
Mayor Christiansen, stop the harassment against the Thayers.
Oh, we'll try. Should go knock on the door. Which house is it?
Mayor Christiansen, stop the harassment against the Thayer family. Brad James needs to enforce the stalking injunction.
Go very slow.
Brad James.
Brad James needs to enforce the stalking injunction. We want peace in Salem for the Thayer family. We want peace in Salem for the Thayer family. Brad James needs to enforce the stalking injunction.
Does he have a
The
flag?
Thayer family needs due process. Due process in court is a constitutional right.
It's a God-given right.
It's a God-given right.
Constitutionally protected.
The Thayer family is being harassed in this town by Mayor Christiansen. They're not being protected equally under the law by Brad James. We want peace for this family in Salem, Utah. We want peace for the Thayer family in Salem, Utah.
Does this person need to get around us? We can pull over.
Somebody wants to pull around you.
Here.
We want peace for the Thayer family in Utah, Salem, Utah. Mayor Christiansen needs to stop the harassment. They need due process in court.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, well, he's also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 illegal riders in the back.
The Thayers need due process in court. The Thayers need due process in court, and the harassment needs to stop by the city officials.
If you can ride on a motorbike, you should be able to ride like this.
Yeah, it's all an invitation to contract and administer your affairs.
Dime. Esta es la casa.
Mayor Christiansen, stop the harassment against the Thayer family.
That's a nice little Cadillac.
What do these guys want? Anything?
That's his
This is our
grandma.
part of
us.
That's
Okay.
Josh's grandma and somebody. I don't know who else.
Cool.
Mayor Christiansen, stop the harassment against the Thayer family.
Thayers?
We've driven from all parts of the state of Utah. St. George, Delta, St. Pete, Davis County. We're
Is he gonna
here
knock?
for justice.
Oh, I don't know.
We want justice for the Thayer family.
I took him.
We want the harassment to stop. We want Brad James to enforce the stalking injunction.
All right, you want me to go knock?
Okay,
Want me to go knock?
You want to knock?
hold on.
He's gonna knock. Hold on.
Somebody record that.
Yeah, I am.
Here. Well, if I put it right here.
We've driven from St. George, Delta, St. Pete County, Davis County, Weaver County, Salt Lake County, Utah County. We want a peaceful resolution for the Thayer family. They're being harassed, assaulted. They have been battered, and the chief of police will not arrest perpetrators.
Oh.
Mayor keeps sending letters to the Thayer family.
They may not answer, just like the police. It's hard to find good government. It's hard to find good help.
Exactly.
We want equal treatment under the law. We want the racism to stop.
All right, Mr. Mayor.
Suffered racist attacks from their neighbors. We want that to stop. We
There you
want
go.
peace in the city of Salem. Tried to talk to
Where they're probably home. There's a car there.
They will not talk to us.
Hi. God's watching you too. You and your misbehavior and your conspiracies. Own it, sir. Own it. Give Josh his day in court. Now, he might expose some things you're not proud of or want to keep hush-hush, but... Corruption, conspiracy, fraud. How did he...
Mayor Christiansen will not open the door, will he?
I don't think so.
To us.
He's not home. Hi.
We want a peaceful resolution for the Thayer family. We want the harassment to stop. We want the battery and assault to stop. We want justice for the Thayer family. We want peace. Peace in the neighborhood. Everybody deserves peace. The Thayer family has been assaulted, battered,
You know...
harassed. Chief Brad James will not enforce a stalking injunction.
All right.
They constantly get letters from the city and Mayor Christiansen, and they cannot live in peace. They are afforded peace. This is what the government should be doing for us. guaranteeing peace, but they will enforce a stock and injunction that's standing right now. And the neighbors north of them have been battering and assaulting them and trespassing on their property.
Yep, Josh got half a shiner last
They
night.
have not been afforded due process in court. We need peace. We want peace.
Because of this, 2 grandmas are
Uh-oh. We got a statist.
We have a right for protest. I gotcha. We're not gonna be here till 10 o'clock at night. Well, listen, this family here and your neighbors are being frustrated.
How do you think the family's being frustrated? I'm just asking you to just keep moving. You have every right to have your...
We just knocked on the door. He won't talk to us. We're gonna leave soon. We're gonna leave soon. Don't worry about it. We just want justice for this family.
You're right.
We want justice for this family.
Well, the statists are out there.
What did he say she was right at? What did she say?
dinner, please.
They want to have dinner. Appreciate that.
They've been dealing with it for 7 years because guys like that don't care about their neighbor. Well, they don't know about him, Jared. And they don't want to know. Why? Because he likes his bubble.
Wait, don't move
We've
yet.
got the message. We made our point.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's move on.
Say thanks for listening. Thank them for listening.
Thanks for listening.
It's PeoplesRights.org.
I think they listened.
Well, they obviously heard what
We want peace. Peace for this
They
family.
didn't listen.
They've been harassed, battered, assaulted. We want the neighbors to defend their neighbors because
Boy,
it is the duty of free
Mayor's got a
people
nice shack.
to defend their neighbors' rights.
Sorry, I chewed him out.
There you go.
Whoever doesn't is the communist.
Oh, they're all red.
Whoever doesn't stand up for the neighbor in justice is a communist.
Love your neighbor.
It is the duty of free people to defend their neighbors' rights.
But my meatloaf's getting cold. Yeah, well,
We want peace for the Thayer family. They've been battered, assaulted. Brad James will not enforce the stock and injunction. They have not been afforded due process in court.
all right. Well, share the video, people. PeoplesRights.org. Josh and Nubia Thayer. I'm getting tired of telling the story, but go watch the videos. There's plenty of videos. PeoplesRights.org. More videos to come. We want to.
Enjoy dinner while your neighbor gets assaulted and harassed and battered. And they don't get equal treatment under the law.
Keep going. Keep going. Let's go.
Well,
Enjoy dinner.
most people like a nice pair of boots.
They've been have racist attacks against them
That's
while you're
true.
having dinner.
It's cool now to be sensitive to that. So yeah, what's the deal with that?
We want peace for the neighbors in Salem. The Thayer family
they're
has been
home.
assaulted, battered.
Hi.
They have been assaulted and battered, and Chief Brad James will not enforce the stock and
Hi,
injunction.
Mayor.
He's back. He's back.
Hey, he's here. Let's talk to him.
All right, let's go talk to Mayor Christiansen.
You ready to talk, Mayor?
Hi.
What's happening?
Oh,
Family has been battered, assaulted. What family? The
Thayer
Thayers family.
220 South Main.
And the chief of police won't enforce a stock and injunction.
They got a court
And
order.
they haven't arrested the perpetrators. They don't want to.
So Mayor Christiansen's getting harassed?
No.
No.
The Thayer family.
Oh.
The guy in the truck.
The Thayers, yeah. Yeah. And then, they get constant harassment by the city and the mayor, and they haven't had due process in court. They need to have due process in court.
Hey, is there a
Angela.
link? link on there. Yeah, gotta go to the newsroom.
Are you still over there?
Yeah, we're up the road from the mayor's house.
Oh. Okay, well, can you just tell me who is that location?
Look, we had.
Oh, I'll call you later. I'll call you tonight.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, we've driven from St. George, Delta, St. Pete County, from all over the state to help this family because we've been hearing this story for 4 months. I talked to the chief of police, and he won't enforce.
That's rude.
That they have against their neighbors that have assaulted
That's rude.
them. Thank you.
The mayor's.
It's the duty of free people to defend their neighbors' rights.
Police chief to back off and stop the harassment of your neighbors.
It is the duty of free people to defend their neighbors' rights. It's the duty of free people to defend their neighbors' rights. It's the duty of free people to defend their neighbors' rights.
Yeah, politicians. You're just a milk cow. You're a slave.
Yeah, let's not go.
Stay on the sidewalk. It's public. Sidewalk's public. He can come to us.
Yep.
Now the cops will probably come.
Are you Mayor Christiansen?
What do you believe? What do you actually
No.
believe?
Let me ask you a question. Are you Mayor Christiansen?
I am.
All right, good. We're
I have
glad
to work
be
every
here.
day, guys.
Listen,
All right, fair enough.
So,
Okay, good. Bring them on.
all right, let's
Bring 'em on.
Let's set the stage here. We've been sitting for more than 4 months.
No, 6 or 7 years.
I know.
6 or 7 years.
All right, listen. Don't get combative, okay? We're
We're
here
in
to
front of
talk.
my house yelling and screaming
Well,
like nuts.
let's have a nice
Let's do it.
conversation.
Let's do it.
All right. So we have people here from St. George, Delta,
Yeah.
all the counties,
Super.
all the major counties.
I don't need to hear where everybody's from. I don't care.
Okay, no, it's important for you to know that we are fed up with listening to the story. And these people were...
Here, I'm going to make it very clear to you.
Hang on a
A
second.
story. It's a
Listen,
story.
Can you listen, or
Go ahead.
are you going to listen as
Go
a
ahead.
mayor
Yeah.
and protect your citizens here? So, Josh got assaulted last night.
Where is Josh?
He has a shiner, right?
Hi, Josh. Haven't talked to him in 3 years. by the
All
way.
right, good. He has a
When was
shiner.
the last time we talked?
All right, you
That's
keep
been-
interrupting.
Okay, a long time.
You won't want to have a conversation with
Okay, go ahead.
So he's got a shiner. He got assaulted last night. The second time this month. Okay, he got assaulted. There's witnesses. Brad James has a stalking injunction that he knows about that is standing right now.
Uh-huh.
He won't arrest the offending party. That is criminal. What they have done to this man and this woman in the trespass and assault. Why is it that they haven't arrested the Eversons when these guys are getting beat up and they haven't
They
touched
have.
them?
You guys, you want to talk about, I've got the Eversons on here wondering why they're not arresting him for the same thing. He's also hit his neighbor. He's also done things like that.
Have you been
Okay,
there?
stop. Don't.
No,
I don't
you
want to
stop.
argue
You
with that.
stop
Hearsay,
telling lies.
objection.
You stop saying things that ain't true, Kurt, because you're causing problems.
No,
with
we're
me and
not.
my family.
Let
Yeah,
me tell you
are.
guys, what's the problem today?
Property line,
Problem is we
boundaries.
want peace for this family.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We want them to live in
No,
peace.
they
in the
don't
city.
want peace. We leave them alone, and they keep doing things
Like
that
what?
irritate everybody.
Let him
Is
talk.
that true?
Like what?
Like,
Okay, so let's talk about what his property. It's not his property. Okay.
So has he been to court and afforded due process?
I'm not over court.
All right,
What's
so
going on?
we want due process for this
He's getting
man.
it. He's
We don't
getting
want
it.
the city harassing
You're full of
him about the lines, where he's putting his rocks, any of that, until you have a court order to remove stuff.
Stop.
Okay.
You're assuming he owns it. He doesn't own
Well,
it.
it doesn't
And
matter.
Ruby
He
doesn't
has
own
to.
it.
How do
You
you
have
know?
to go to
How do
court
you know?
I
against
just
him.
talked to Daddy today, and Daddy's not very happy with you.
oh, now what are you talking to my daddy for?
Right here, we want to talk about the real owner of the property. You aren't the property owner.
Who is?
The building, your daddy, Dave.
Oh, how come you call him my dad?
Why are you so condescending? Why are you so
I'm not. I'm
You
just tired
are
of
not
Josh.
a very-
Have you seen him on the news accusing me and the chief and the crazy stuff he
Because you are
does?
a
Like
liar,
what?
because
What
you
did I
are a
teach you?
liar.
Let's see. I moved the property lines down at Olson. You called him in Iceland. He says,
who
"Who's
did I
this
call?
crazy guy calling me?"
Who did I
said, "I
call?
don't know."
Who did I call? How did
Bart Olson.
now? How did I call him? What did I say?
I don't know, but he called his CEO.
Did he? Are you sure? Are you sure he
Yeah,
called the CEO?
these
Or did
people
he
are credible.
tell me to contact the CEO?
Okay, so he called your
one is
CEO and he called me.
Oh, which one is it though?
I don't even care who
Well,
it
you
is.
said you talked to the
Problem,
Olsons.
you don't
You don't
care.
know
I didn't talk to the Olsen.
Listen.
Olsen called his CEO.
Oh, the Olsons. No, you just said the
Well,
Olsons.
why are you in the
talked
middle
to
of everything? Nobody
You-
cares where the
you asking why
nobody
it's so
nobody cares
condescending?
where the boundary are. Why are you
I
in
care.
everybody
I
in
care
my
because
property?
you changed my boundary
I
line.
didn't change your boundary
And I
line.
care if you change someone
Josh,
else's
that's a
boundary
lie.
line.
I never
Illegally.
changed your
Okay,
boundary
this
line.
needs to go to court.
It
Until
needs to
then,
go to
he
court.
needs due process. He needs due
He's been
process,
done.
and you cannot encroach on him and send him harassment letters. And Chief Brad James needs to enforce.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do know.
Oh, you don't.
I've known about this for 4
The
months.
city's
and
put
I've
up
been
with it for
gathering
6
evidence.
months. Oh, great evidence.
Yeah.
Are you part of his investigative team?
Hey, you know what? We are neighbors that are concerned about peace in this
Good, we
neighborhood.
want it.
We want them to have peace,
We want
and
it.
we want you guys to stop the harassment. We want Brad James to enforce the stalking injunction when this guy's getting beat up by his neighbor. That is unacceptable. It needs to stop. It needs to stop.
He's ridiculous.
There's the police. Are you the police or the sheriff? Okay, so where's Brad James?
He's home. He doesn't have to work.
All right, so he's home. Okay, so we want.
They want
There's a.
peace.
There's a.
We want
Listen.
peace. We do
There's
want
a
peace.
stalking injunction right now that's standing.
I
These
have
guys, look at this man. He has a black eye. He has a shiner,
Half of one.
half of one, right?
They don't
His-
care.
his,
Well, this is
they
Greg
have
Smith
witnesses.
and Marbury, so they don't give
We're
a shit.
there,
Greg Smith don't
present
care.
witnesses, and this guy
Marbury,
got beat
you
up
know
by
me,
his
I was
neighbor,
that witness.
and he hasn't been arrested. Why is this happening here in the city?
this
We
is
want this to
legitimate.
stop.
Greg Smith
We've driven
come
from
in.
all the
That's why.
corners of the state of Utah. We can't have this. This family deserves peace.
It is a legitimate question. Why was he assaulted last night and the neighbor not arrested?
And that's something you have a character witness standing right here who is shut up by your
Two of them.
mayor
Two of them.
and was not
Two
allowed to
witnesses.
talk. I did raise my hand. I said, I raised my hand and say, can I interject? And you said no. And then rolled your
So
eyes.
we want to understand why the neighbor wasn't arrested.
Someone asked the question a little while ago, why is he so condescending? Well, I would be that way if he came up to my property.
What if this happened to your
We're
house
here
for
on public
7 years?
property
This has
right
been
now.
my house
Neighbor,
7
buddy.
years. 7 years this has been going
I'm
on.
offended that you guys are
I know.
loudspeakers.
Imagine
coming
my house.
across.
Imagine how I feel at my
Josh,
home.
it's not
Imagine
your
how I
house.
feel at my home. Whose house is
I'm
it?
offended by that.
It's my dad's house. So where do I live? Am I allowed? Should I sleep there? Can I sleep there? Can I sleep at? Can I sleep at my? Or can I sleep at my dad's house? I guess I should say, right? I mean,
So that was a legitimate question. Like, okay,
We had over 40
Why?
people here today from all corners of Utah. We drove from St. George Delta, St. Pete County,
'cause guess what,
Davis,
Greg? I have friends
Davis.
too.
Huh?
I have friends too.
You know what? We want peace for this family.
What about the
is that
boundary
too much
lines?
to ask?
What about-
And can
let's
you
talk
guys
about the
enforce
boundary.
Yeah.
The stalking injunction that
And
the
why is the mayor moving
judge
boundary lines? Why he's the
ordered?
mayor? He can't. It's illegal.
Everson, and he
Go
got
ask him that.
assaulted by the Everson. This fellow's president. He's a character witness.
Well, you have to be that. Answer me. Why you are lying? Why you are lying so bad? Yes, you are. You are lying. I showed you all the evidence.
You didn't show me any evidence. None.
Like all my police reports.
Hey, what about your police reports that you called 3 times? And guess what? They're not recorded. Oh boy.
he called. Hey, he
No,
called.
you don't.
He
Why
called
you say that
Andy
he's
6
shooting
hours ago.
Why you say that he's shooting
He
people?
called Andy 6 hours ago. So
He was there?
You said you called the police 3 times and they hung
Four.
up on you. They did it. 4
I
times.
have the proof.
You don't have any proof.
I have the proof.
You have
I
no
don't need
proof.
to show
What's
you
your
anything.
proof?
This-
I need to show it to the judge, and that's all.
Mayor, has there been a hearing concerning the different maps I'm looking at, the different boundary lines?
I'm not. Salem City is not concerned with the boundary lines. That's a civil matter. It's not
This is
ours.
more
We
than
don't
civil.
care where the
This is not
boundary
civil
is.
anymore. They don't have a
It's a civil matter. It's not a civil matter.
So why do they have police visitors 3 times a week? Why can't they build their house?
They can. We want them to build their house.
Okay, cool. Like
You have
that.
citations there for a fence that everybody else have fences, but ours is the one
yeah,
that
you
is
go on
wrong.
the other side of
Everybody
Salem.
else is
Where?
approved for
You go
us.
on the other side of the pond. They're totally discriminated against.
No, they're not. You guys don't know the
Yeah,
whole
we
story.
are. We are. What's the
Well,
story?
tell us your side of the story. Tell us your side.
So Nubia comes to me with whoever was with her and says, "We got a no trespassing sign in the back of
We
our
do.
yard.
We do.
Why is none of the other neighbors have it?
We do.
Because they pushed in the gravel. It's the state of Utah.
What
We
gravel?
have to regrow the growth because they've ruined the growth along the pond from Swift.
What
they
are you
have
talking
rules.
about?
And
Let
you
him
can say
talk.
that.
What are you talking about? You are
No,
lying
they're the
again.
builders. They haven't
You are
touched the bottom
liar.
back of the pond.
Dana has a nice little.
That's not to do
You
with the
never
pond.
been there. What are you talking about? You never been there. Ever.
Okay, thanks for
I asked
telling me I've
you.
never done.
I asked you to come
Then
there
why
and
are
see.
you asking me? Why would you bring me in the office and ask me those questions when
Because I
you
know
claim
you
I
are
didn't do that?
lying. Because I know that you are
Why
lying.
would I lie? I don't know
want
it.
you to lie in my face. That's why I
Oh,
went
you are
there.
so wrong, Nubia.
No,
so wrong.
I'm not.
Mayor, I think he's got a pretty nice house, halfway built.
We want him to build it. Just go build it. Leave the city alone.
Well, who he's been arrested 3 times, correct?
Because he fights with his neighbor all the time.
What's the proof?
Yeah. Oh, he does.
We've got the video. It looks that old guy. Okay.
There's lots of it.
Why did they take the guns? Why did the cops take his
I
guns?
don't have no idea. You're one to ask me a question.
Well, you're the mayor.
Do you think they report to me why they do everything?
Well, okay, we're asking you to find out. We're asking you to
That
find
is
out.
so false. Oh, you just went over the border.
No,
You do not. You do not. I'll give you $1,000 for that video.
she's saying that. She's
No.
saying that. Yeah. She's saying that.
Oh.
It's not my idea.
There is no way.
It's not my idea.
Hey, you know, I got one more thing to say to you, bro.
Oh,
I got one more thing to say to you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not. I'm proud.
We'll listen.
Well, when her son broke his parole, instead of them calling his parole officer, he takes him to Walmart.
Be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
That's what I got to say to you.
You should listen to the truth.
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
You know what you have to
You
do?
already loses every time he goes to court.
He's never lost. Another lie. Another lie. You are a
You don't
liar.
even know anything.
You are a
You work
liar.
there, so you don't have to.
look.
And you weren't there either. And you,
I don't care.
you weren't there. You
That is so wrong.
Why, Grace? What did I do to you? I don't even know who you are. I don't know Jared Barney. I never met Jared Barney. I don't care if he had an affair with my ex. I don't care about your guys, okay? You guys can do whatever you want with little girls. You can act however you want. Do whatever you want. All I care about is what I care about is my home, okay? And you come into my home and violating me and trying to scare me and scare my wife, especially when I've asked you not to come to my home for 7 years, due to the fact that you're the friend with my ex-wife's friend that had an affair with her, okay? So I've asked you, please don't come around. And what did you do? You come around. You come around. You ruined my son's childhood.
We have
Nothing
video
but help.
evidence of all this. You know what? We don't want to come here anymore, man. I live in St. George. It's a 3.5-hour drive.
Can
I
you-
have to work and provide for
Did
my
the police take his
family.
firearms?
Nobody pays me.
That wasn't part of my case.
Okay,
I don't know.
whose case was it? Whose case?
I believe it was the Utah County Sheriff's Office, right, Josh?
And Salem. Yeah, Salem.
Again, I wasn't there.
All right, fair enough. Would it concern you if due process wasn't followed?
So I'm here to keep the peace.
Mhm.
Okay? I'm not going to discuss all these cases.
You're
and
crazy.
things
All these cases.
I'm sorry, you're crazy.
But we're here.
We know the police. I haven't seen it in my lifetime where they've stepped in to ensure due process. I've seen a lot of innocent men do time. Been to a lot of courtrooms. I've never seen the police stand up for anybody but the attorneys and the politicians. That's a fact. But whatever good you did today, God saw that. Whatever bad you did today, God saw that too. And here's the character witness. Hello, character. Hey, hey.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Hey, the only thing I got to say to you guys is thank you for your patience. You've been very restrained, and I appreciate that.
And thank you guys
Please,
for...
please, enforce the law. That's your job. You swore an oath to the Constitution, and that is to enforce the law to protect the citizens and their rights. Protect the rights of the citizens is your main job.
When
Right?
someone is assaulted, the assaulter should be arrested.
Under the color of law.
Why did you not arrest that man last night?
This is not something I'm going to discuss.
Well, to be fair, legally, he has to be a witness. I was. That's true, though. But that should be in the report. That should be, and the video should be gold.
They got pulled out.
The stalking injunction should be enforced. Clearly, it's not. But I know. Everson's a weird dude. He's a weird guy.
Mayor's a weird dude.
Well, that comes with the territory.
They don't want to accept it. That's their thing. But I wanted you guys all to know. They're talking about 9 inches, guys. I don't really care. I don't care.
9 inches. It's 24 inches by 100. 9 inches by 160 feet. 18 inches by 160 feet.
You mentioned the other day, it's our property. We own it.
No, organized crime in government couldn't happen without gunslingers willing to put in the work.
Salem City, the citizens own it. Not me.
In order to take property from an individual, even if you say the city owns it, and you haven't occupied it for more than 10 years, you have to.
No, Josh, you're so wrong, Josh.
You have to get a court order from a judge.
No.
Yes, you do. It's called Private Property Act.
Josh,
Private Property Act.
No.
You want me to show you by law?
Josh, you know nothing.
I know nothing.
We got
guys,
property down here.
You know what this guy said when we got here? Bring it on, Douches. Douches is what he said. Bring it on.
Good job, Mayor.
Nice. He said, bring it on, Douches.
Bring it on.
Can you believe this? Let's get out of here. This man deserves no respect. He doesn't deserve our time. Let's get out.
The Constitution of the United States. In suits of common law where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no face tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in court of the United States, then according to the rules of common law. You, sir, have obviously not read